Hey, welcome back to Tammy's Beauty Tutorials. Today we are doing a request video from one of my wonderful subs, Adrian. This is for you because you asked me to do a grunge look. So my hair is ready. I looked up some inspiration. And I also just remembered, back in the day, because I grew up in the 90s. So, and yeah, so I kind of put my bangs over, straight across, because they didn't really swoop over their bangs too much. It was more straight across bangs, kind of back then, not really side swept. And so that's kind of, and my hair, just really looks like I didn't brush it. Now I'm bringing forth the grunge, and I'll show you like my full outfit. I think I did really good with the outfit. I'll do a full look, but I mean, I feel like I did when I was in high school. I mean, I feel like I did pretty good. And I also have a moto jacket over here to add. I think I did pretty good. I think I nailed the outfit. Let's see if I can nail the makeup look. I'm hoping. I had to like look it up. Because I was trying to remember, the eyeshadow look and, just had, what the main look was back then. Especially like the grunge style, because I really wasn't into the major grunge scene back then. I remember when it came out. Yeah, like I remember when, because I was really into hair bands, to be honest, like the glam rock. Like I was like really big into Poison and Motley Crue and Warrant, all the hair bands. I know I've said that before, but I was so into like that glam rock in that time. I had like all the t-shirts, I had all the magazines. A friend of mine I lived out in the country, and so a friend of mine, she recorded MTV for me, because MTV actually had videos at the time, unlike now where they don't really have music videos. They actually did have music videos back then. For all of you younger people, MTV was so much better back in the day. So, and when I would go to her house, we would literally watch MTV non-stop. And VH1. Because it was actually music videos. Anyway, so then we, 80s rock. But then Nirvana came out, and I was like in middle school. I remember listening to Teen Spirit, and it was like, what is this? It was like so different than the 80s rock. It was just a different sound. I think it took everybody. It was just a totally different sound than what they were hearing at the time. And it was like overnight, that whole scene changed. And fashion and everything. Everybody was like, it became like flannel shirts, Doc Martens, and just a really kind of messier look than like the glam rock kind of had. And yeah, that was kind of a whole new trend that started for everybody. But it was so funny that it kind of just changed music when Nirvana came out with Teen Spirit. But I totally remember that being in middle school, hearing Nirvana come out. And no, I didn't really listen to like the boy bands or anything. I was totally into rock. I know, but that kind of surprised everybody. I don't know why. I still listen to a lot of country, but I was definitely more rock at that time, more than country. But I was totally into rock. My sister, she was into country, and so we shared a room, and so I had to listen to what she listened to. And she had to listen to what I listened to, and I don't think she was as much as a fan of the rock music as I was. Yeah, I don't think she really liked the Crew at all. Not a fan whatsoever. And I was into makeup at that time. Like, as soon as my mom said I could start wearing makeup, I was wearing makeup. You know, yeah. I loved makeup. I mean, I always was watching my mom put her makeup on when I was little. And when she finally said that I could wear makeup, oh, I was putting it on. And so she let me put some on. Now, I'm still priming my face. I don't remember using primer back in the day. I don't think that there was, or that people really knew a lot about primer back then, or that it was talked about like back then like it is now. I mean, of course, I probably didn't know about it back then, because I mean, I was a teenager, and so I think remembering like my beauty routine back then was probably pretty simple. I think I basically just used foundation, blush, lipstick, and eyeshadow. And I think it was pretty much all CoverGirl. It was pretty simple. And we lived in a small town out in southwestern Kansas, and so we didn't have a big city to go to. I mean, the biggest city was like 4 hours away, and then you had to drive 4 hours to go to a big city for a mall, and then 30 minutes to go to a Walmart. So yeah, CoverGirl was pretty much my main, and Avon. I had a lot of Avon. And I think that was probably like my most expensive makeup was probably Avon. So I was always so excited when my mom gave me Avon, because I thought it was so like, oh, that's so pricey. Oh, that's my expensive makeup. And when she would give me her palettes that she didn't want, I was like, oh, so excited. They were like my favorites, especially if it was like a big palette. Like, oh, it was like I like treasured it. It was so amazing, you know. But I didn't know a lot about makeup right then. You know, I was just kind of learning, you know, how to put it on. I probably put my makeup on, especially my makeup on, a little too thick. There's probably a few pictures of me with a little bit of raccoon eyes. Because what teenager doesn't have put on their eyeliner a little too thick and look like a raccoon at some point in time? I mean, let's face it. I really didn't know what concealer was. When I did use concealer, I probably put it all over my face because I didn't know how to use it correctly. And also, teenagers, like, you don't really need concealer because your skin is perfect at that time. I mean, you know, you think it's horrible, but it's really not that horrible. You're like, oh. You know, I probably just needed to learn how to take better care of my skin at that time. But it was really, but I didn't have horrible skin. I didn't have like a horrible problem with acne or anything like that. Like I said, I don't. And even like, because I looked up like Courtney Love, because you know she was like really kind of. I feel like she was one of the biggest stars in the whole grunge look. I mean, I definitely think you think of Courtney Love and all that when you think grunge. And so that's who I kind of looked up. Gwen Stefani, I mean, yes, they had her in that. I'm just going to put a little concealer because I have a little, but I'm not going to put a whole lot because, like I said, I don't feel like concealer was as a big thing back then. And I don't, you know, like contouring, bronzer, and all that. I don't think that was a thing back in the 1990s. I feel like that is more of a recent thing. And correct me if I'm wrong. Like if you remember that step in 1990s, comment below. Because if you remember that better than me, let me know. And but from what I could tell in the pictures and everything, I don't think that there was a lot of contour and a lot of bronzing. It seemed like it was just like blush and eyeshadow and like red or like a dark vampy lip. So that's kind of the direction I'm gonna go. Just my thoughts. Anyway, back. So I'm going to start my eyes. Now that I have my eyes prepped and everything. Oh, there it is. The powder for my under eyes. Oh my gosh. So to kind of get, you know, in the mood or whatever, like creatively to create this, I did looked up inspiration one, two. I was like listening to the music from the 90s. I'm like, I remember this song. It's such a good song. Like totally brings me back to the old days, being in high school. And everything. It's funny how music can make you remember things and bring back like times, and you can remember exactly where you were in that moment. It's funny that music has that, just has that effect, you know. I love that music's that powerful. I totally feel like I'm back in high school right now in this outfit. Of course, you know, there is some type, like, some of this stuff I would totally wear. I would just wear it in a different way. Like, I would totally wear this. I would just wear my shirt not tied around my waist. And I would wear a pair of boots with this. And I would probably not wear my hair so... I would brush my hair. And I would probably put my hair up in a messy bun right now. And just, instead of with my eye look, I would make it look more clean. Because you'll see why I say that when I do my eye look. And I would probably put a wing eyeliner on, and I would probably still do a vampy lip. I would just, you know, bronze and contour and, like, you know. So there is stuff that you know, certain trends that stay through, even though the grunge look is, you know, there's just some looks that are timeless. And I'm using the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsession. I got this in my Ipsy yesterday. I was so excited. I finally got my Ipsy bag. Amanda Duh, she sent me a free Ipsy bag, and I finally got it. And this was one of my add-ons. But, so I added on, because who cannot resist some add-ons? So this was one of my add-ons, was this, and it came with like two, lip, like the dim mattes. So I got that, and then I got a bunch of other stuff. But I put this all over my lid, and then I'm going in with this color. But I was so excited that it finally came, because I feel like I've been waiting on it forever. And I was like, it's never coming. Like, ever. I was kind of giving up. So hopefully, and I've decided to keep Ipsy because I just really like this stuff. I like picking out the stuff, even though I just got my stuff. I don't know. It is fun to get makeup in the mail. I mean, who doesn't like getting makeup in the mail? And I got these. The Sunday Riley, I used it at the Brightening Enzyme Water Cream. I got that. And I got the Glam Glow Bright Eyes. I got that. I used that. So good. And a serum. I should have told you guys that, because I did use it. It's the Miracle Pore Minimizing Serum. I was really excited to use that because I get pores right here, and I was like, ooh, minimizing. Maybe it will work. One can only hope, right? And just kind of blend that out. And they didn't really wing things out, I noticed. In all the pictures, like, they didn't really have wings. They kind of kept everything kind of rounded. And then everything was really smoked out. But not really any, like, cat eyes or anything like really, nothing really like that. So we're going to kind of keep away from that. And it's this color right here. Because their eyes almost look kind of hollowed out, but it was all like really neutral colors and really just kind of smoked out looks. And then really dark lips like red or really vampy. Vampy lips. So that's what we are doing. Or at least what I saw. I think Gwen Stefani, Gwen Stefani, she always had like, when she first came out, she always had a bright red lip. But even Courtney Love, she had a really bright red lip too. Now, I loved Gwen Stefani though, but I did not really care for Courtney Love. I didn't really care for her band either. Really wasn't into her music. I mean, she was always kind of a hot mess. I mean, so was Kurt Cobain, They definitely was a big part of that generation. But what other music did you guys like from 1990s? And what movies did you guys like from the 90s? Because I'm so big into the movies. There were so many great movies in the 1990s. Oh my gosh. I also really liked Offspring. I love that band. Oh, so good. And I graduated in 97 is when I graduated high school. Oh my gosh, that seems so long ago. We were supposed to have like a high school, like a graduate, like an all school like reunion, like my high school. They were going to do like an anniversary of all the, like for the whole high school this year, but I think with COVID, obviously that's all been canceled. It would have been really cool because, like I said, my town is really small. So my whole family graduated from the whole school. Like everybody, all of us, we all graduated from that same school. So it would have been really cool. We could have all gone. So we could have all hung out together. And it was also cool, they had like a Facebook page of it. And they showed pictures of like my mom and my sister. They passed away. I know I've said that before, but it was really cool because like people would, they always like leave nice comments about them and people remember them. So it's always nice to hear people remembering them even after all these years. Oh, and I'm using this color right here. And I'm just like putting this all over my lid. I feel like the eyelets back then were really simple. Like this is really simple. I mean, it's still really blended, but it's not like full detail like what they are now, and like really weaned out or anything like that. I just feel like this is a really simple. I'm gonna kind of put this color, this darker color, just like right on the lash line to kind of smoke this out a little bit. And then I'll put eyeliner on. Okay. Then we wipe away the powder. I'm just going to tightline this, that darker color I used. Because I really do feel like they really smoked out everything on the bottom. It's almost like their eyes look hollow on the bottom. I mean, and not just Courtney Love. I mean, like a lot of pictures. When I went through. Other pictures, and I was like, oh, they just look so. Some of them look just tired. But then I was like looking through, and I was like, they all can't just look tired. They're just all smoked out and looked hollow. think because they did all dark colors, you know. If I could play like the 90s music in the background and not get copyrighted, I would have, because I thought that would be cool, but I don't think I can play that in the background because of the copyrights. So sorry the music doesn't match the theme, but that would have been so cool to have that in the background. So another thing that I got in my Ipsy, and it was also an add-on, was this highlight palette from Dominique Cosmetics, the Prism Glow. So excited. So excited. So I'm going to use the Skin Gloss, like because they did have like a highlight, which I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, I'm not going to have, because I noticed there was like a little inner corner, and there was even like a little nose highlight. I was like, yes. I was like, yay. Because I was like, I'm gonna feel so weird with no highlight. And then I noticed in the picture I had, there was even a little bit of shimmer, like right in here. So I'm going to use a little bit of this color right here. And that's Pink Haze. Okay, and then, gosh, I feel like it was just super light. I mean, I don't feel super light. Okay, now eyeliner. You can still see me. Or if I'm leaning too far in. I feel like I get so quiet when I do the eyeliner. Alright. Now mascara. Whoops. Oh, I'm making a mess. You know what? Alright, so now lipstick. Oh, first I need to do waterline and then lipstick. If I can find, yep, there's my waterline. This is like, I got this in my Ipsy bag. It's the Pixie by Petra, the Endless Silk Eye Pen. This is what it looks like. And it is in the color Matte Mulberry. You can see that better. Okay. Now I'm gonna find the lip liner. Not the right one. I hate that when you can't find what you want. I should lay things out beforehand. Like what, oh, this is what I'm using. So that way I don't waste my time looking for things. You know? It's a good plan. Good plan. Found it. Now let's see if this is the same color. Because I got also a Huda. It is the same color. I have 2 trophy wipes. So I got a new one and an old one. So I could have totally used that one. I knew that name sounded familiar. I was like, oh, I think I have that one. Alright, so then the color I got is balls. And it's just a really beautiful darker. I thought this is when you're going, you know, doing such a lighter eye look and smoke, you know, it's good to sometimes do a really dark lip. And also another tip, when you do a dark lip, go over your lip with a lip liner, so that way everything is just kind of like touched up. Alright, so I'm gonna go over, like, set my face. No bronzer. No highlight contour. Just blush. Let me set my face. Which I didn't even do that back in the day. I mean, of course, I didn't even know what any of that was. Of course, I was a teenager. I don't think you. Alright, this is my finished look for the grunge. Look, what do you guys think? I think I did a pretty good job. I totally feel like it's kind of weird. I feel like I look like I'm back in high school a little bit. Oh, it's funny. Totally funny. Alright, let me zoom you in so you can see the finished look. And then I also zoom out so you can see the finished look. And I will post pictures on Twitter and on Instagram so you can also see the full look. Alright. Mirror over. Oh. I guess I could also stand up so you can see better. Let me do that. Oh, you can see my background. Alright, that's the finished look. Hope you guys like that. Ooh, messed up my veins. Alright, thank you for watching. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up if you don't mind. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!